Good morning students, this is Pradyuman sir again in front of you, and here comes with your new video on the topic of your second chapter, that is type of software. So basically we are just going to discuss about in very brief that in the previous video we just simply discussed about that what is software, and after that the type of software, and after that the system software. In the system software there are also three different type of softwares established, that is first is operating system, second is language processor, and third is utility software. We also discussed about the operating system, after that the functions of operating system. So basically there are how many types of functions basically in the book. So basically there are 6 types of function of operating system that are just simply discussed in that book on page number 17. Okay, but we just simply discuss about the type of operating system, and after that the use some points of utility program like the network utility and file manager only. Okay, that's it. So we just simply discuss about these two topics, like what are the topics of today's video, that is type of operating system, and after that utility program. And in utility program we just simply discuss about only two headings, that is network utility and after that file manager, that's it. Okay, so after that topic I will just simply stop that video, but so let's get started with the first topic, that is type of operating system. But before starting this video, I'm just simply going to remember you that if you are new here in my channel, and go there and subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, select all from the list so that you can get the notification of my video very firstly. And if you like my teaching style, then you can also press the like button so that I can get motivated over here that I am teaching well or not. Okay, so let's get started with the first, that is single user. So what is that single user? Okay, there are three types of operating system, that is single user, multi-user, and multitasking. Okay, so what is single user? So single user operating system allow only one user to use computer system at a given time. Means likewise in a computer lab, suppose if your friend is using a system which is just simply allotted to him, and now after some time you also wanted to do some performance over a computer system, but your friend is using, okay, using the computer system, so you are not able to work over that computer system. If you want to use, then you can move to the next computer system. So that is the particular thing that I want to told you, that an operating system over which a single person, a single user can work over a given time. Okay, means likewise, suppose I am using a computer system, then only the person, only I can just simply use that computer system at that time. If somebody also need that computer system, then he has to or she has to wait for some time till then when my work is not work is completed. Okay, so now this is the most common type of operating system that is used in home and office. Okay, basically these types of operating system are just simply used in homes and in office, because a particular person use its personal operating system. Okay, so whatever type of information he wanted to just simply stored in that operating system, it will be stored very safely, because operating system is also provides you some security option which when you enable them will give you the security for security purpose, means your data is not to be lost and no one can just simply take your data out from your personal computer. Okay, so now basically the multi-user. What is a multi-user? Multi-user means a single operating system, but the number of users are more than 2 or 3. Okay, so a multi-user operating system allows multiple users on a different computer to access a system at the same times. Means like a hub of a computer systems. Okay, computer systems I say. So means there is a particular device by which a server and all the computer system are just simply get connected, so that when I just simply switch on the server, then all the computer system just simply get boot up, and after that about numbers of users will simply sit over every computer system, and after that they can work whatever they want, but all the data is just simply stored in the server only. Okay, so let's read what is that. So these computers are connected to the main computer through a network, as I told you, connected with a hub. Okay, this type of network is called LAN, local area network. Remember this type of network is called LAN. The full form of LAN is local area network. There are three types of network like LAN, MAN, WAN. Okay, LAN means local area network, MAN means metropolitan area network, that is in between the city only, and WAN is for wide area network, that is simply used for the whole world. Okay, wide means the whole world. Okay, so basically multi-user type of operating system are just simply used for LAN purposes, because a single operating system like a server is just simply means all the users or computer system are just simply connected via hub to the server, and when the server will just simply boot up, all the system will boot according to the system, according to the server, and after that about numbers of likewise in our computer lab in our school we also use this type of networking, so that every about 20 to 30 students can just simply use a computer system at the same time. Okay, means about 30 computer system are just simply in the down lab. So basically at a time 30 students can just simply use it, so that no one can get to be just discouraged by that I didn't get that what we teach. Okay, so let's move to the next line, that the multi-user operating system can handle the various need and request of all the users simultaneously. Like Linux and Unix are the example of multi-using user operating system. Basically means if you want to perform in a single in a multi-user operating system, then you have to take a means there are some basic needs of that computer system, and after that you have to take a request from all the user, that if they give you that permission, then after you can use all the computer system as a network. Okay, now there are the examples of this multi-user system, that is multi-user operating system, that is the Linux and Unix. Okay, now in this type of system, resources of the main computer are shared among the user. Basically means suppose if you are doing something and you wanted to save something, then they will just simply save into the server. Means everyone are just simply everyone can look your file at that time. Okay, means nothing is personal there. In a multi-user system, nothing is personal. Everything which you are just simply saving into a computer system is just simply open for all the person who are using that multi-user operating system. Okay, means there is no privacy. Okay, if there is a provision to protect that file with the type of encrypted password, then it will might be some there. Then there will might be a something privacy over there. Okay, but if there is no password over there in your file, then everyone can means suppose if you save something like your photo or some details, some extra details, your bank details over there, then I can also watch that details from that computer, because it's a multi-user computer system. Okay, now for example, in a computer lab, a single printer is attached with all the computer device. They are just simply giving the example of printer, but I am just simply giving the example of the hub. Okay, means hub is the device by which a server and all the users, about 10 to 20 users system, just simply get connected to make a local area network. Okay, now what is multitasking? So let's read about it. So multitasking operating system allow a user to run more than one application program at the same time. Means you can run about more than one application, means 2 or 3 application at the same time you can run. Means you can use, sorry, you can write a letter while you can also listen to a music. You can also do some other work at the same time with the different windows at a particular monitor screen. Okay, means in a multitasking, the operating system keep track of the program you are in and allow you to switch from one program to another without losing information. Means suppose if you are typing a letter, but suppose you didn't like that music which are just simply playing at that time, so you can change the music at the particular time when you are typing the letter. Means you have to just simply stop that typing, and after that you will just simply switch from one program to, means one application to another, and you will change the music, and then after you will again switch from second program to first program again. Okay, so this is basically called a multitasking operating system. Now for example, while writing a letter to your friend, you can also enjoy the music at the same time as well. Means what type of example I give to you, first they are just simply giving next to me. Okay, so you may also send the print request to the printer while doing all the above tasks. Means this I don't tell you about, that if you are just simply listening a music and typing a letter, and if someone wants to take a printout from your computer system, then it is also being happen at the same time. Means you can type your letter, that particular person just simply open a next window, take its document out from the file, and a file means folders, and after that it will just simply give a command like Ctrl+P and press the enter button, and after that the printout of that particular pages of the document will just simply taken out from the printer. Means at the same time, means everyone can do about two or more work, two or more tasks at the same time. Okay, now for example, Windows is a multitasking operating system. Windows means the Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11, that is the latest version of Windows, which are just simply very coming soon or might be get to be just simply launched. I don't know about it, but still Windows 10 is just simply using nowadays, but Windows 11 is the latest version of all the Windows. Okay, and Windows 7 is the most popular window among all. Okay, now the second topic of this video, that is utility program. So what is utility program? So utility software perform specific tasks usually related to managing a computer, its device or its programs. Means utility programs are like antiviruses. Okay, what is the function of antiviruses? Can anyone tell? And if you wanted to tell about antivirus, then you can just simply share it with my WhatsApp number, that is just simply preloaded to my Google Classroom. Means you can type whatever you know about antivirus, and after that you can send it to me on my WhatsApp number. Okay, so I will tell you something about antivirus. Antivirus is a type of software which just simply scan your whole the computer system device, and after that it will just simply give you the notification about the threatening of that virus or a malware attack, and after that it does also tell you about the updatation of the programs. Means suppose if you are using the previous version of any program which was just simply got to be expired very soon, then then antivirus will just simply give you the notification about that program, that please update this type of program, which will just simply in the updatation version. Okay, so basically this is a type of work that antivirus, that a utility software do for us. Okay, now what is that? So these programs assist in the smooth functioning of a computer system and help it to perform better. Some utility help you to avoid virus attack, take backup of the data. Yes, it is also antivirus is also give you a whole backup of your whole data, which you just simply save in your computer system as a document or as a file. Okay, means whatever type of files and folders are just simply the important data which are just simply saved in your computer system is just simply get back up to another computer system when you just simply logged in the next computer. Okay, now it will just simply save you from the virus attack, take a backup of your data, recover data that has been accidentally erased. Okay, whatever type of data that you just simply erased accidentally, it will also take it back or make it recover. Okay, like antivirus, backup, disk repair, file management, compression, and network program are some example of utility programmers. Okay, means these are the examples of utility programs or utility software, you can say. So these are the basic examples of this. Now let's read about the network utility, and after that the file manager. Okay, that is the last topic of this, or the last, yes, this is the last topic of this video. So what is network utility? Network utility check the network connectivity and configuration of network device. Means what type of network you are using, like Wi-Fi or the personal ISP if you are using, then it will check about it and give you the perfect information about that network, that it is working well or not, like the strength of the signal, okay, the speed of the signal, and after that the area where you are just simply living, the distance, and everything which are just simply get to be taken as an information from that computer system. It will show you in front of a monitor screen. Okay, whatever type of information about the network, it will show over the monitor screen when you just simply open this. Okay, like the personal, suppose you are using a personal network, then it will show the details about the personal network. If you are using any other network rather than yours, then it will show the information about that network. So whatever type of information about network connectivity and configuration, it will show in front of you in that monitor screen. Okay, so it also examine the network speed, as I told you, network speed and the performance, monitor network traffic for the console, and track the bandwidth uses. Bandwidth uses means how much data you just simply use. Likewise, if you wanted to watch this, then you can scroll your notification status from the upside of your mobile phone. You will got that status of your data which you just simply use over the day. Suppose you will got 1.5 GB of data per day, then you can just simply scroll from the upside of the screen and you will got all the information that how much of the data from 1.5 GB you just simply use at that time. Suppose at that time I am using about about 71 to 80 MB of data of my 1.5 GB of data. Okay, so from 1.5 GB means from 1524 MBs of data, I just simply use only 80 MBs. Okay, so this is the type of status which we are just simply get to know about the network with the help of network utility software. So basically we just get to be know about the speed of the network, that how much speed just does we get in our network system. Suppose we are downloading something, we are uploading something, suppose we are uploading a video over YouTube, then how much speed of a network is just simply come in our ISP, and suppose if we download something, then what type of speed just simply we get from our ISP. ISP is what? ISP is the internet service provider, that company which provide you that service. Suppose the Jio, the Airtel, Vodafone, Idea, BSNL, and many more. Okay, now after that the last is the file manager. So there is only one line, but as you open the page number 18, some of the portion of file manager is just simply on the page number 19 also, means about 1.5 line is also on the page number 19. So we just simply read about it, that the what is file manager. So file manager utility help the user to perform various operation on files such as viewing, editing, copying, and deleting. Okay, means according to the file manager you can do whatever type of operation that you wanted to do. Okay, like you can edit that file, you can also delete that file, you can view that file, that whatever type of information is just simply collected by that file, or whatever type of data or instruction you just simply save in that file. Okay, so and after viewing, if you wanted to edit that file, you can also do it with the help of some editing software like MS Word and Notepad and other than. Okay, and after that, beside viewing and editing that file, you can also copy and paste that file. Okay, means copy, suppose there are some data which is very important for you and you wanted to copy that data from that file to any other new one file or a next file, then you can also take some commands like Ctrl+C, and after that you can take that data from there, and after that you can paste it wherever you want and wherever the final destination where you wanted to paste that data. It also help in managing file. This line is not in this video. I'm just simply reading this line from the page number 19. Okay, and this is the page number 18. So some of the related portion are just simply on the page number 19. You can take you can open the page number 19. At the top of the page number 19, leaving about 3 words after the full stop. This is mentioned there that it also, okay, I'm just start reading. So it also help in managing file and folder and organize them in a computer system, computer storage device. Means whatever type of file and a folder are just simply being there to be saved in your computer system is just simply organized in a manner, likewise in a appropriate alphabetical order, or might be in the order of name, size, data, date, whatever type of sorting you just simply select at that time. According to that selecting option, all the files in a folder will just simply organize according to that option. Okay, so by this you can manage your all the data that you wanted to save in your computer system according to the file manager utility software. Okay, so this is a very basic thing. Now you are just simply asking me that what is the example of file manager utility software. Then the computer. Okay, the computer folder which is just simply present on your desktop screen, and if you are using the Windows 10 or Windows 8, if you are a user of Windows 8 and Windows 10, then you have to just simply type this PC. Okay, THIS, this, and PC, P and C. Okay, when you type this PC in the start menu, you will got to know about the file manager utility software. Okay, you can also saw that icon over the desktop screen. When you just simply open your computer system, you will get to know about on the top of the all icons, you will got this PC icon, and you can open it. Without opening it, you can get all the information about your files and folders and all the drives over there. Okay, so basically this topic is over. I'm just simply going to stop this video here, but before stopping this video, I'm just simply going to remember you that if you are a new viewer in my channel, then go there and subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, select all from the list so that you can get the notification of my video very firstly. And if you like my teaching style, then you can also press the like button so that I can get motivated over here that I'm teaching well or not. So students, stay tuned with me on my channel. Goodbye students.